our riddle or our third task. We're out of here. We're getting out of here.
We're getting out?
Mm-hmm.
You think?
I feel like it braces helping us. All right, I'm hoping. But again, these books, you never know. There's going to be some sort of crazy twist. What followed the second trial was serious days of, I don't recall. Permanent darkness settled over me. Oof, I like that. Permanent darkness. This one's not going anywhere. Okay. A lot of her talking, too, the longer we've been around Reese, the more she is like... And I began to look forward to the moment when Reese-Ann gave me the goblet of fairy wine and I could lose myself for a few hours. I stopped contemplating Amaranth. I do feel like he's doing the fairy wine to help us, because we did learn about fairy wine and it speeds up time. And so maybe he's just trying to get her through this kind of thing. She's even looking forward to, like, well, I mean, when he gives her the goblet, but like she's still looking forward to him to, you know.
You're talking yourself into it.
I am. I'm trying to talk her into it, especially for an illiterate, ignorant human. She's so hard on herself. Thinking of Tamlin made everything worse. Hey, same. I'd beaten 2 of Amaranth's tasks, but I knew deep down in my bones that the third would be the one to kill me. I will say, I am really concerned what the third one is, because the other 2, I mean, she didn't know she couldn't read, but after what happened to her sister, what Jurian done. Oh, Melissa. I feel like we're getting breadcrumbed. This is the kind of business I want to hear. I want you to hear this. She said, I stopped thinking about color, about light, and about the green of Tamlin's eyes. And all that leaves is darkness. She stopped thinking about color. So she's thinking it's like darkness. She's not thinking about light. She's starting to get pulled over. Like, you know what I mean? Like when she walked in and she looked up at the night sky and she looked at the green hills, and it was like that confliction. Now she's not thinking about that anymore. So I don't even know if she knows this, but it does seem like, I don't know. I'm going to highlight it just because I feel like Sarah, that's like a beautiful, like, analogy. Yeah. Where she's like,
painting it.
She's painting it. And she's stopping, like, it's the small transition about all these things I still wanted to paint and now would never get to. I wasn't going to leave this mountain alive. So the big king, the king of Hybern, is frustrated because Amarantha made a fool's bargain with us, which tells me, like, if we do beat this, she's gonna have to uphold her bargain. She cost him the war the last time because of her madness with Jurian. Honestly, you could almost use her ego and her craziness maybe she could use it to kind of get out of this. If she turns her back on him again, he will not be so willing to forgive her. Stealing his spells. Okay, this is important. She stole spells, and taking territory is one thing. Okay, let me highlight that. Failure to aid in his cause the second time is another. There was a loud hiss and a tremor. Milady makes no bargains that are not advantageous to her. Advantageous to her. I am here on condition of immunity from the king. If your lady thinks she's above the king because she rules this wretched land, she'll soon remember who can strip her powers away without spells or potions. Ooh. Okay, so the king is like even stronger than her. Like again, like even when she has the fairy wine, it says sometimes if I stared at the ceiling long enough, it became a vast expanse of the starry night sky. Again, I don't know if this is important, but it is to me. So I'm highlighting it. Okay, I looked through the small vent in the corner of the ceiling, which music entered my cell. The source must have been far away, for it was just a faint stirring of notes. But when I closed my eyes, I could hear it more clearly, and I could see it as if it were a grand painting, a living mural. The music poured into a bowl. I noted. It wasn't wild music, but there was a violence of passion in it, a swelling kind of joy. The music built a path. I followed it, walking out of that cell through layers of earth. Rereading this, I didn't realize I was weeping. Whoa, okay, so notice where I don't know who's playing this, but notice the fiddling didn't bring us to tears. This is whoever's playing this. The tears splashed my arm. But even then, I clung to the music gripping like a glitch. I hadn't noticed how badly I wanted to tumble. Okay, so I don't know. Now it's pulling her. Now she's talking more about. It's like I don't know if it's like she's just like conflicted, talking more about the clouds and color. The sounds ravage me. Let them lay me flat and run over my body. The music was Tamlin's fingers. Are we not going to talk more about the music? Like who was playing that? I'm like, part of me almost wants to reread it. Which makes me wonder if that was like Reese or something in her dreams. Okay. So at least we got a little break. Don't know who was playing some music, but it boosted our spirits. We're a little happier. We are 2 days from the big showdown.
Are you ready?
I will say it was a curveball, it being a reading task, and so.
Any guesses for task 3?
As long as it's nothing we have to sound out. If it's something we can fight, I feel like we have a good chance.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, but as long as I don't know. Hopefully, Amarantha, I don't think found out that we were illiterate.
That's good.
So, we keep, if you're illiterate, you keep that to yourself. And poor Lucian, I think that's what made that scene even worse. Lucian knew. He knew.
So did Tamlin.
I know, but Tamlin, I will say, that would have actually kind of been better, is Tamlin hasn't showed any emotion, but if he saw her and she's trying to say, you see his eyes go, what? He's like, it's over.
What do you think Tamlin was thinking, though? Or do you think he figured,
I should have ordered less paint?
Or do you think he thought, how did she figure it out?
Probably, because I haven't gotten the vibe that Tamlin can read minds. So I think he seems kind of like the jealous type. So I feel like if he finds out the reason she passed it is because of Reese, like she's got the tattoo, Reese is playing a game, and I don't even think Tamlin is completely aware of it. And so do I think he's going to be mad? Yeah. Do I care?
I figured.